So, picking up where we left off last time, you are still within the port city of Nyanzaru, and you've been given a bit of coin by your financier. However, you still are unsure if you are fully equipped to head into the jungle. Nonetheless, you intend to rendezvous with your guide.
Wait a minute. We still have Koopalue with us, don't we?
Yes, he is currently with you. Kupalue.
Oh, is that... Wait, what?
My little veggie plant guy.
Oh, it has a name.
Yeah.
If you look at your handout, he does actually have a name.
Okay, because I don't think that ever was pointed out last time.
I think it was. You just weren't paying attention.
Also, what is the name of your guide?
Kawasha.
Actually, Joe, you were calling him Datu.
Yes, I was. I didn't realize it actually named him in the handout.
That's why I was confused by this Koopa.
Because when I first looked at it, it didn't have... I was just looking up the stat block of the guide. I didn't realize there was a specific handout for him and his little friend. Nonetheless, what shall you do now?
You buy a water.
But how are we going to, carry the water?
Porters. We have others carry them for us.
Okay. Well, you gotta find out how much that'll cost us.
Yes, unfortunately. And I'm sure it won't be cheap.
I'm gonna turn to Koopalue and ask him if he thinks that... he has more experience in the jungle, I assume, with humans. And I ask him if he thinks that's the best, his best course, or if he thinks that's a good idea.
So what exactly are you asking him?
If he thinks us getting porters to carry jugs of water through our expedition in the jungle is a good idea. Or if he thinks he knows of a better idea.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
That's fair.
Well then, I think we should just look for a porter then.
I do agree, Sir Igrius.
It's not Igrius, it's Igris.
Can I just call you Iggy?
Only if you want to die.
Death is definitely not something I want right now.
You make a perception roll, and you realize that you are not standing in it, or you're standing in the middle of a residential area, essentially. You do not see any porters.
to the market.
And which market would that be, Harmony?
I don't know. I know about this place as much as you guys do.
Well, we have the Red Bazaar and then Grand Tent thing.
Where are we again, Joe? Map-wise?
You left off, you bought some more stuff, and you started walking back to meet with your druid. So I'd say that you're probably right around here in the northwest corner.
Well, as long
Okay.
as we're that close, we can ask him about the water.
He's probably going to tell us that it's going to be a good idea to get out.
Well, you can keep guessing, or we could just go over and ask him.
He'll say we need as much water as we plan to be up there.
Yep. But, since we're here,
Is he still standing there?
Yes, you head back to the foot of this ziggurat, and he is standing there waiting. Do you have all the necessary supplies for the trip then?
We were hoping to get some porters to carry water, but we do not know where to go.
It is a good idea. Here in the old city is probably where you will find the cheapest help.
Like that little market area there?
It's more of a, tent city, but yeah.
well then, I guess we shall go over there then.
Hey, yes.
All right. You go through, and immediately you recognize it is not as clean, not as nice. The people here are more disheveled and dirty,
But more willing to work for cheap, probably.
most likely.
Well, I guess you start asking around if anybody knows if anybody wants to work to carry water through our jungle expedition.
Lads,
Oh no.
we are looking for some hands. We are going on an expedition into the jungle, and we need water bearers. Porters.
They tell you to head to this building here in particular, and you can find people for hire, mercenaries, and other guides, the sort.
I thank you for your kindness.
Kirk, must you yell at them all the time?
What? I ain't yelling.
Are you sure about this?
I'm gonna start walking towards that building, shaking my head.
To yell?
I'll follow you.
No, I would not want you to yell. This is your normal speaking voice.
It is indeed. I can use my quiet voice, I guess.
I think that would be preferred. Therefore, you won't scare anybody.
As you wish.
You head over to the building, and you see a number of people standing around, dressed in travel clothes, and several of them carrying more gear than most of the people you've seen thus far.
Greetings, friends.
I think that's actually more terrifying.
We're looking to hire some hands for a trip into the jungle. You'll mostly just be carrying supplies. You won't be expected to fight.
Well, upon asking around, you're immediately greeted by what appears to be a Chultan woman. And she steps forward. If you are looking to go into the jungle, then that means that you need a guide.
No, we've already got one.
Oh, and who is that? Azako Eku? I'll tell you, they've led expeditions and that have never returned.
No, we happen to have Kwasha.
Must be some small-time no-name that I've never heard of. Probably doesn't know their way, even past the city gates.
Well, I do believe he actually knows his way past the city gates. As he's standing outside of them.
If you want a proper guide, I recommend that you invest in myself. I've led a number of expeditions through the wild. I know the secret trails that appear on no map. Hire others at your own peril.
Right, and how much do you cost?
5 gold pieces a day is a cheap price for your life.
How good are you at carrying water?
I will lead you to water.
What's your name?
I am Salida.
Well, if you can't carry water, I mean... You heard the
It
man.
is kind of over here.
So be it. And she turns quickly and walks away.
No. Future expeditions. Perhaps we will mark down.
She's already walking away. She doesn't care.
Okay. Have a good day!
At this point, 2 what appear to be actual Sword Coast looking people walk up to you. They're not Chultan, and that becomes immediately obvious. One of them is just a human, whereas the other appears to be a gnome.
You're not guides now, are you?
Oh, we can be. I mean, if you're looking for people to hire on, why pay for one person when you can have 2 for the same price?
It is 1.5 more people.
We've got the smarts, we've got the goods, and we have a Triceratops.
And how much are you?
I mean, the usual 7 gold a day plus, I'd say about 300 gold up front. But we know where all the treasure is, I'll have you know.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Just ask my little friend here, Gondolo. Yeah, we know where it is. Got it all. We got a map, shows where all the treasure is. Been to all the ruins, everything.
Oh, can we see this map?
I was gonna say one of us roll insight.
Obviously, that is only for paying customers. Yeah, paying customers. Can't be showing the goods.
Anyone who's good at insight.
Well, we can't afford these guys, so why even bother keep talking to them?
Well, because if
We
we
need
can
people
catch
to
them
I
carry
on
think
water, and
we
then we
will
need to start.
look around elsewhere.
All right, but you don't know what you're missing out on. Your loss.
I don't think so.
Are there any like strong-looking people around that we can just beeline
Yes,
to?
right here. Hooah! Hooah!
Oh,
I mean, there's a
God.
couple, but the moment that Gudik went in and started saying what he was want, there's now like people crowding around and walking up to try and get your attention.
Way to go, Gurik.
Yeah.
After that, you were immediately greeted
I'm
by
sorry, I give us variety.
After that, you are greeted by two. Crap, I'm forgetting what they're called. Two tabaxi. I was trying really hard not to call them
People.
kajut. Do not listen to any of Jabal's flunkies. They will not get you into the jungle.
And how do we not know that you are Jabal's flunkies?
We do not work for the merchant princes. We work for ourselves. You make more money that way. All the other who work here are as trustworthy as a sack of snakes. We will never lead you astray. We are River Mist and Flask of Wine.
Again, we really don't need a guide. We need someone to carry water.
I believe that you need a good guide. Any guide that you have already hired is probably not worth their weight in gold.
All right. If you're not a porter, no business with you. I'm going to walk away and start looking for a porter.
I'm gonna follow Icarus.
Agreed.
Yes.
At which point, Igris starts actually looking around, and you run into a handful of people all offering their services as just general, like, workers. They don't seem to have any talent, special skills.
Which is more or less what we're looking for.
We need somebody strong to carry water and other provisions. If that is not you, go away.
You're able to find a couple people. You see one guy that looks particularly strong, and he's offering his services as a porter, but he wants to be paid 1 gold a day.
I think that's doable.
You also find a pretty just average-looking guy. Doesn't look like anything special, and he's offering his services for 2 silver a day.
Gonna look at the first one. Think that's somebody we can go with.
He's definitely got the muscle. He's, clearly packing. Looks like he could handle himself maybe even in a fight, but beyond that, I mean, he doesn't have any equipment or anything.
Yeah,
None of these guys do.
that's fine. I think we should go with the stronger guy, personally.
Yeah. We'll have to buy a backpack and a water barrel.
A backpack? More like a harness.
Well, yeah. Gonna go up to the first one.
He greets you.
So,
What can I do for you?
so he's already come up to us, right? And said that he is porter, right? That's what you were
Yes.
saying. Okay. Well, we would like to hire your services as a porter.
Very well then. I shall charge 1 gold a day with a down payment of 5 gold up front.
Did you say 500 or 5?
5 gold.
gold up front.
Oh, I was worried for a second.
All right. And you don't have any portering gear, do you?
Usually, those who hire my services give me the stuff that they want me to carry.
All right.
Did you really just ask him that, Icarius?
It was a
I
fair
don't
question.
see you
Some people
doing
are
any
more
talking.
prepared than others.
Well then, I shall hand him the 5 gold out front,
He takes it.
and let's go get you the stuff.
He nods and starts following you.
I'm gonna ask him now. Where can we buy a barrel of water?
Well, you could buy one here outside the city, but I cannot guarantee the quality of the water. If you go into the Grand Seek, that is where you will find the best quality, as long as you have the coin to pay for it.
And
You mean
do you
like
know how
money?
much coin it is?
I have never done the purchasing. I am not aware of the prices.
Well, should we send a group over there and get some?
Yeah, probably. We can send a group over there to find out at least the price.
So where are you going? You have the outer markets here in the Old City, the Grand Seek. There's technically the jewelry market that has there's people there that sell other things too, but it's primarily a jewelry market. And then there's of course the Red Bazaar.
Don't think we want to go all the way across down to the Red Bazaar.
It's really not that far away from the Grand Sea.
Yeah. Well, let's just go and hit up the Grand Seek first.
Find out the price.
Yep. So I will go.
Imported water. It shouldn't be any different.
All right, you head back through the gates to the Grand Souk. You enter, and immediately you realize it is a massive, absolutely gigantic market plaza. Stalls, stores, building, everything everywhere. It looks like just about anything you could ever want is sold here.
I'm going to be walking by everything that is not a barrel of water.
Yeah, you eventually walk around and you find someone who seems to be selling general storage equipment, basically. They've got crates and boxes, and you see they have barrels.
Well, Professor, I think I'll let you handle this one.
You're gonna let me handle it.
Yep.
Alright. Good day, sir. I am Professor Uzala Darden. I was interested if you had any barrels of water for sale.
Well, I sell the barrels. You could buy one and fill it with water.
And how much would the barrels be?
One of my fine barrels. The barrels that I sell are used throughout all the city, and I sell them for the very, very low price of only 2 gold coins.
No, I assume they're all the same size.
He has some slightly smaller ones.
But we're looking at the big ones.
Well,
Or
yeah.
at least, like, able to be carried by our big
Be
guy.
right back.
So there are smaller ones that are more like kegs, and then there are the larger, like full-on, container barrels.
I mean, could a single person even carry one of those?
Technically, yes. It'd be very heavy.
Probably not what we want to go with.
Yes, but we do have Gerlich, who we could switch out all those rations to the dude. And have him carry the barrel, couldn't he?
Yeah, but then you'd have to set it down if we get into a fight.
True.
At least it break.
And the kegs, we'd probably have to buy like 2 to 3 of them to last a decent amount of time in the jungle.
Unless our guide knows some fresh water sources.
Right.
Add it back.
I think we could do with the keg size.
How many gallons is a keg?
You know, I don't think I've ever actually thought about that.
We'll start thinking for Professor.
I am not a professor in water.
15.5 gallons is a keg.
Well, I do believe we will take 3 of your kegs then.
All right, he sells the kegs for 5 silver apiece.
Alrighty, I hand him the money.
All right, and he hands over 3 kegs that are empty.
And my good sir, where would you suggest we go fill these up at? As we are quite new to your lovely port.
There are a number of places that you can get water. There are various pumps throughout. The city is always filled with water. There are many rain catches. And he points literally just like at the equivalent of down the block. And there you actually see like a little spigot.
Ah, perfect. Thank you, my good sir.
Now we just gotta get a harness for him.
Yes.
I don't suppose he had harnesses in the store. Joe.
No.
Okay.
Is he going to be carrying all 3 kegs?
Well, I
Yes,
think he can
that's-
probably carry one on his back, one on his chest, and Gurek could probably get another.
Well,
Unless anybody else had brilliant ideas.
if you lash the 2 kegs side by side, he might be able to carry both of them on his back.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, we just have to have one carried separate. Especially if we get him like a pack like that, the wood pack in Township Tail Joe.
Yeah. But you head over to where the spigot is, and there's somebody like manning it essentially as people fill it. And as you get to yours, they ask how much you want to fill up.
That would be 3 kegs, sir.
They tell you 2 silver per keg.
Excellent, excellent.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna look around the stalls to see if I can ask people around where I can get like a backpack to hold kegs and stuff.
I'm gonna stick with Igrius.
You eventually find another person who specializes in various harnesses and backpacks and carrying gear.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him. My good sir, how much for these harnesses?
He tells you that one harness will be 7 silver pieces.
And
Not again.
so do we need 3 harnesses, or is there like one harness to hook the 2 together, or
I mean,
I just don't know how that works.
the harness is literally just straps that you can, like, a person can wear, and you can hook things onto it, essentially.
Okay, so like
Think like military webbing.
that doesn't help me, Joe.
But they will hold the barrels.
I mean, you'll have to find something to tie the barrels onto it.
So I think we got rope.
Yeah, as long as you've got rope, you can lash it all onto him.
Okay.
I will get 2 of them.
2 harnesses.
Yep.
What about the third? Oh, you mean
Would I need to buy 3?
No, a person can't wear more than one harness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's I was.
That's what I was. Okay, so I mean, I only have gold. Let's see.
That's all right. You hand him.
He gives you
You can
change.
hand him, yeah.
Yep.
You're buying 2.
Yep.
He hands you back 6 silver.
Okay.
You now have 2 harnesses, 3 kegs, each filled with 15.5 gallons.
Well, I'm gonna bring the harnesses back, and we're gonna get them equipped.
Equipped.
All right. He puts on the harness, and you break out some rope and lash 2 of the kegs onto him.
And then we're gonna lash the other one up to Gurek, or how are we doing this?
Well, first we can tie the ropes around the kegs and
Yeah.
keep them attached to the harness. And we can ask our hired dude if he can easily carry those 2 kegs on his back.
I mean, he can carry it, It's just, it's a little heavy.
But he's fine.
He doesn't think he can carry much more.
Okay, so that's about how much more can Guruk carry?
Let's see.
We could just go hire the guy that was up for silver.
Yes, we can do that.
I can carry 510 pounds without any restrictions.
I think we should just hire the other.
Currently at 231. So about
Well, he can carry it to the other
300
place,
more.
and then we'll see if that other guy's still there, and we'll hire him too.
Well, go
'Cause-
grab another harness then.
We got one.
Each keg is 154 pounds.
You've bought 2 harnesses.
Yeah, one for our porter, and then we have the spare harness for whoever's going to carry the next water. So let's head back, get the other guys a service, and then get going.
All right. And just so people know, if you do decide to carry it, each keg is 154 pounds.
That poor man.
Well, I mean, it's 15 and a half gallons of water
Yeah.
in a wooden barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head back. There's still a handful of the cheaper porters. You know, they're literally just random people offering their services, trying to make money.
Well, I'm going to go and find that one guy.
I mean, you don't find him exactly, but you find other people offering the same job, essentially.
Yeah.
Same prices.
2 silver, 1 gold down payment.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All
So
right.
I'll give him the 1 gold and then the 2 silver.
Well, you don't need to pay him yet.
Oh, yeah. Pay him at the end. Yeah, after that. Okay, let's go. And then we're gonna, once we get back to Kawatha, we'll set up the other guy with his harness and then head on out.
All right, you got your 2 porters, and you meet back up with Kuasha, and he says, "You're all ready to go into the jungle, then?
Possibly.
Very well. Let us begin." And he begins to walk out of the city.
And we follow.
Has Undriel been with us this whole time?
Who?
Yes, she has.
Oh, the orc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about her.
I have not.
So, what direction do we need to go?
We were going over here first, weren't we?
East? I don't know.
Pretty sure we're going this way.
No, because weren't we going east for the
We're hunting the creature.
troops? Yeah, and they were east.
East.
Yeah, it was east.
Oh.
I accidentally told you west the first time without looking at the map.
Where are we
East
right
then.
Port Nyanzaru.
now? Okay.
Let's head to the east.
Well, first we have to go a little south.
Yes, you must first go south. The first... Let me get properly zoomed in. The first day of travel, as you enter the edges of the jungle, goes by entirely uneventful. So take into account that for each person on the trip, you've now consumed 2 gallons of water and 1 ration. That includes your 2 porters and Kuasha.
We had to supply Quasha with water.
Yeah. So 14 gallons gone.
Well,
One of the
that's
kegs is
barrel.
almost empty.
We're gonna die out here.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have to find water out here.
Oh, correction. 16. So yeah, over 1 barrel. 1 barrel is completely gone already. And you've used up 8 rations. Actually,
Yeah,
What, we've
77
gone
rations
like
left.
a hex?
you've gone 1 hex. Who is leading?
I guess.
Our
Technically.
ranger should probably, unless the guide,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then,
our ranger.
yeah. And then I'll follow third.
I will follow behind. Igrius.
Yeah. Igris.
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 Pretty sure that's not how it's actually pronounced.
Idgaff. Okay? That's how I pronounce it. It's not your name.
So, which direction do you need to head?
To the east.
Then, as we're walking, I'm going to ask Kawasha if he knows of any places to find fresh water
Well,
as well.
we are about to cross a river.
It's fresh water, not salt water?
This far in, you should be relatively safe.
Nice. Okay. I'll take the relatively.
Do you have a means to purify it?
We have a pot. I don't suppose you, know of a way of doing it better.
Well, if you had a cleric, you might be able to cast the spell.
Do you carry a cleric with you whenever you come into the jungle?
No, but usually there are larger expeditions.
Is Undriel a cleric, or was she a paladin?
She is a priestess.
Dude. Can she purify
Undriel,
water?
are you able to purify water?
While I am a priestess, I am afraid that I am not trained in the means of purification.
That is unfortunate, but thank you anyway.
And we probably should have checked around to see if there's some sort of chemical you put in water.
I mean, is it okay to drink the water without purifying it?
It can be done.
If you would like the shites.
All right. So you get to the river. Are you going to try to refill any of the water?
Yeah.
How are you choosing to do it?
We dip the keg in the river.
All right. Kelly, do you want high or low?
I want the figures between 25 and 75.
Do you want high or low?
Fine. Low.
You're about halfway through filling the keg when suddenly you hear something in the brush off to your right.
Oh, great.
Hark! I hear something in the brush off to my right. Okay, I just look over.
Make a perception roll.
So did you actually tell us?
I mean, not yet because it just happened, so I'm looking over to see
You
if I
see
see
a
anything.
yellowish eye staring at you through the leaves.
Guys, there's something watching us.
You want to repeat that?
Where?
In the direction I'm looking. So just look over there. Since I'm holding a big keg that I can't exactly move quickly unless I want to drop it.
Yep, everyone else make their perception rolls. So, Igrius, you don't quite see anything, but everyone else, at the very least, sees motion. And as you point that out, Kawasha suddenly starts, Get in the water. Cross the river! Cross the river!
Okay, so I just continue
Good.
going across the river.
And he starts running
Across the water or in the river?
across the river, trying to cross it as fast as he can.
No, I mean on top of the water?
No,
Okay.
as crossing it. He can't run on the water.
He's not a ninja.
This is a magical game, Joe.
I know. I would have specifically pointed that out if I were doing that.
I suppose we must cross.
Do you all start running across?
Yep.
As
Yeah.
long as it's not
The
deep
gut.
enough, you know?
I will take barrel.
Both porters jump in the water as quickly as they can, and you look over your shoulder as 13 velociraptors come out of the tree line. As you get about halfway across the river, I'm going to need everyone to make an athletics check.
Tyler.
Athletics, not just a dex. So everyone starts making it across the river. Athletics is strength, right?
Yep.
Not an advantage. But suddenly Harmony gets swept up in the current and starts getting swept away.
I'll make a reaction to grab for her. Unless she's not near me. In which case, then I have nothing.
Make a dex check to try and grab her.
Oh, no.
Gurek reaches out to try and catch her, but she's slipping away too quickly.
I will jump towards her as well
Make a dex check
and try to grab her.
I shall also assist.
Dex check
with
this
advantage.
time. With advantage. Now that's what I did before, was a dex check. So let's do this again. Hopefully
Yeah.
get a...
So athletics is different than dex. There, Tyler.
Yeah.
With Professor Uzal hanging on to Igris so that he doesn't get swept away as well, Igris reach out and grab onto Harmony before she gets swept all the way down the river. And with that, fighting against the current, you all make it to the other side. The velociraptors bark out their noises at you from across, and then go back into the jungle.
Well, that was certainly fun.
But now we're across the river.
Maybe next time we should use some rope.
And next time, how are we going to know that we're going to have a pack of whatever those were? Also, do we even have time to use a rope like this?
Depending on how fast you are, Professor.
Do you choose to continue filling on the opposite side, or do you move on?
I mean, I want to look around first to make sure there's
Yeah.
nothing on this side, and then, yeah.
Really like this the name here.
Yeah, a Taz.
That's where the evil lair is.
Make another perception roll to look around this time.
The whole time.
Agreed.
I mean,
Everything looks perfectly safe.
of course it is.
Gurek, you hear a sound from a little ways down the river. You can't make out what it is.
I hear something. Just a little
Just
ways down.
keep an eye out while I fill this.
I will stand watch.
Not that I trust any of you to, like... I mean, I trust... Igrius? How do you pronounce your name? Oh, he's gone.
You manage to finish filling the kegs.
Like, I trust him now that he saved me, but I don't really trust anybody else to save me if they see something.
After you finish filling the kegs, Kawasha comes over. We should keep moving. I do not
Agreed.
like that sound. You keep moving for the rest of the day, and eventually make camp. I need everyone to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
We forgot to put on the insect repellent. No.
What are we rolling for?
Just,
Make 2 Constitution saving throws.
we have made camp, and we have forgot to put on the insect repellent.
I wouldn't have.
I didn't mention that, but I just realized.
None of you stated you did.
Well, I said I'd be right back. I stated that
Yeah, but-
before I left.
Yeah, but you should have stated that before, when the day began.
Oh yeah, before the day began, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying as we were making camp.
You've traveled for the forest for 1 whole day now, and you just made camp. So, as you start to make camp, you notice, Harmony, you are feeling disoriented, and things kind of look blurry. You also are having trouble breathing. Gurek, you are also having trouble breathing, as is Igrius.
I will inspect myself.
You don't see anything wrong, other than you're having a lot of trouble breathing, and your throat feels kind of sore.
Water.
What's wrong with this?
Washa. We.
I ask our guide what's wrong with us.
Yeah, that's what I was.
He looks you all up and down. It would seem that you have sickness. It looks that you all have throat leeches. You did not purify the water, did you?
Dude, no, we didn't.
The best I can say is to hope that you are able to get through it. The rest and the recuperation. All 3 of you gain a level of exhaustion.
I'm making a little box to the right side of your character sheet under your flaws and stuff. You can add something there.
So you all set up camp and take your long rest?
Well, I'm going to put, when we set up camp, I'm going to put out a bug repellent.
Alright. What kind?
The kind we bought.
You have
The-
kind that you can rub in, or you have the kind that you can burn.
How long does the kind we can burn last?
8 hours,
8 hours per stick.
and it's a
let's put that
20-foot
in our fire.
radius.
So you
I'll
put out a
take
stick, and then you all just get close to it and rest.
Yeah. I'll put out the stick this time.
All right. You all take your long rest then?
Hang on, Joe. I want to set up my hunting trap.
All right. You set up a hunting trap. Is anyone going to keep watch during the night?
I can.
Are you going to watch the entire night?
I'll take
I
second
do need to
watch.
sleep or meditate, whatever else needs to do.
You only need to meditate for 4 hours.
Shit.
I'll take the second watch.
Well, actually, if he only has to meditate for 4 hours, I'd take first watch, he meditate during that, and then he takes the second watch.
Yeah, that works too.
All right. So, first watch. Who's taking it?
Tyler.
Tyler, make your perception roll.
Alrighty.
Hopefully this is GM. You see a light kind of through the brush.
Kind of light.
A dim, glowing, almost greenish blue light.
Don't like that. Like, how far away is it? Good.
Just beyond the camp.
Well, I'm gonna wake up. I don't know if I have to wake up everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up everybody just because, if it's something bad. So yeah, I'm gonna wake up people, starting with the professor.
What is it?
There's a light out in the forest, just outside the camp.
And you wake me up first? Do you really think I know what it would possibly be?
Do you wake up brains or brawn first?
Very good point.
I don't get it. He woke up the brawn first.
So what do you do now?
Do I still see the light?
Both of you make perception rolls.
Me as well again?
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, you said both.
I thought he was talking to, other people.
Professor Uzal, you most definitely see a light and what appears to essentially be a small humanoid figure.
Did you wake up only him?
No, I woke up him and then I started waking up everybody else.
Did we hear a rumor of some magical little people who don't seem to hurt anyone?
I don't know, did we? Did you?
Well, when we were all buying things,
Oh yeah, now I remember.
we all shared what we learned.
I don't remember. I know. Well, drain loans.
Did you actually wake up Harmony? Unless Igrius specifically said, or
Yes,
Professor Uzal.
I said that I woke up Salmon's character first, and then I went and I woke up everybody else.
All right.
There are guides viewing.
That it's going to matter in what order, and
Oh.
like how long you take.
Mhm.
You can't just say you're doing it all.
Okay.
There's stuff happening, but I'm trying not to keep it an initiative.
Alright, then I think I would have woken up
Probably Quasha.
Kawasha. As I haven't really talked to anybody else. I mean, I haven't talked to Brian's character. We'll go Gurek, Harmony, and then Nal. And then the Paladin. Do we need to wake up the porters?
Yes.
Well,
And then
After-
the two porters.
After you wake up Guasha, he comes out and looks around, and he also sees it. And he recognizes it for what it is. And he immediately kneels down and begins to bow.
Why are you bowing?
As he sits there, you see a small humanoid creature wearing a tribal-looking mask step out of the bushes. It ever so hesitantly steps forward, sets something in front of Kawasha, and then runs off back into the brush.
If there's
What?
some little people that help.
After that, Kawasha stands back up. It is a Chewinga, the forest spirit. They are the natural spirits of nature here within the jungles of Chult.
What did he give you?
He looks, and there is a handful of nuts on the ground. He takes them up and puts them in one of his packs.
It's kind of nice. Okay.
We have been blessed by the nature spirits. I believe that our journey will be successful. What does everyone do now?
Go back to sleep.
Sleep. Well, I'm gonna write down my notes about what just happened. And then go back to sleep.
Alright. Igrius, you finish out your watch, and the rest is uneventful. Who do you go to wake up for the next watch?
I believe we're waking up Null for the last watch.
You stayed up for 4 hours? You stayed up for 4 hours? A long rest has to be at least 8 hours, so if there's only one watch left, how long was your watch?
Oh, yeah. Well, we said we were going to do 3 watches.
Alright, and how are you working that out so that you all get at least 8 hours of sleep? Depending
We
on
did.
how much
Well, he
sleep you
goes
all need.
first for 4 hours, and then he goes to sleep because then at that point the elf has already done his full meditation.
So you'll be here for 12 hours tonight.
Well, if he's sleeping for
8 to get a long rest.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Alright. You take your 12-hour rest then?
I guess so.
Alright. Igrius does his watch, wakes up Nal, and he finishes out the rest of the watch. Everybody else wakes up well before Igrius, because he has to get an extra 4. And Harmony make 2 constitution saves, and Gurek make 1. Why'd you make 3?
Because it didn't put ding on the second one, so.
Gurek, you feel much better after a good night's rest. You no longer have a level of exhaustion. Harmony, during the night you got unusually cold, started shivering, but that eventually passed. However, you still feel very exhausted. You gain another level of exhaustion. And Igrius, once you wake up, you also make a constitution save. You wake up feeling better as well. You lose your exhaustion.
So while we're waiting for Igrius, I'm going to put my insect repellent on and read my book.
I shall follow suit. Well, not reading the book. I can't read. Unless I have a nice pop-up book.
I don't
I
think we
guess
ever
I'm
found
gonna
one.
keep resting since I'm exhausted.
I mean, exhaustion is specific. It applies specific debuffs.
I know. Do you see, like, the chat? I made it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. But you're now going to have to move at a slow speed.
Someone give me a piggyback ride.
I suppose.
You're already carrying. Oh no, we hired other people. So yeah.
We did.
Okay.
They're also carrying a fair bit.
No, Gurek's gonna carry me.
Alright. Gurek is slowed. He can only move half.
So how much would I would have been slowed by?
You only move half.
So there's no point.
Those are the rules of D&D. If you're carrying somebody else, your movement is halved.
Ah, forget it. I'll walk.
I mean, you can rest.
Nonetheless, you begin to head out. As you begin your journey further into the jungle, however, you meet a Chultan man.
Joe, I am putting on the bug spray when I wake up.
Yeah.
So, on one. I was telling you, but I was muted, so.
Alright, you guys actually have on your bug repellent this time.
Yeah.
But you begin heading, and in the middle of the jungle, you meet a Chultan man. He appears to be a priest of some kind.
Greetings.
He approaches. Quasha leaves it to you. What are you doing within my jungles?
No, he approached. I'm sorry, you mentioned Kawasha, so I thought he was talking to Kawasha.
He
No,
is, I thought.
Quasha. No, Quasha is stepping aside to let you guys talk.
Oh.
We are on expedition.
I step up and I'll say, we're sorry for intruding your jungles, but we were sent on a mission to help rescue people that have not come back to the city.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, right. If this is your home, then I suppose I should apologize for entering unannounced.
Shut up! Let me do the talking.
He nods and says, I shall allow you to pass. Just know that this is not your home. This is my people's home.
With all respect, of course. Thank you.
But I'm good at talking.
I'm the one who crit.
I just know, Joe. Before we
True,
leave the camp
but
area, pick up my trap.
I added that on. I hadn't seen your roll yet.
Hmm.
Maybe you would have had advantage.
You didn't find anything in your trap when you took it in the morning, Brian.
I'll pick it back up.
As you continue walking, you hear a strange sound. It seems to be coming from up in the trees above you. Everyone make perception rolls.
Monkey.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
Strange sound.
Monkey.
I looked down.
Down, bud.
This Gulik is not as lucky as others.
You all look up, other than Gudik, who looks down, and you see movement amongst the trees. And you see suddenly hands and feet and tails and wings as a horde of flying monkeys flies by you. They come out amongst you and grab at you with tiny hands and make horrible screeching monkey sounds, then move on as quickly as they came.
I
Hey,
think they were trying to take something. Perhaps we should check
Double
on it.
check all our equipment.
yeah.
Everyone can make an intelligence roll.
Oh no!
You're all pretty sure you got all your stuff.
Well, let's head on.
What tile are we trying to
Do
go to?
we notice any tracks or anything from like an expedition the people we're looking for?
Nope. But you're also not very far away from the city yet.
Wasn't it just like a patrol that we're looking for?
You realize some patrols can go pretty far.
Yeah, but she pointed us in the direction. I figured she'd, tell us the patrol routes. It's not like they just make their own routes.
As sun begins to get low, you continue moving, and everyone make perception rolls. Professor Uzal, Harmony, and Gurek, you all see something that looks like a statue covered in vines, overgrown.
I immediately go towards it.
Oh my. You could ask the guide first.
Professor, that man we met there before, he said this is not our home. I'm not telling you not to go, just treat it with respect.
Why wouldn't I treat it with respect?
Like, don't move the vines if you can help it.
Mm-hmm.
If I must, I must. Alright, Joe,
Yep.
I begin looking over the statue.
You can't quite make it out with all the vines and foliage covering over it.
I call back to Kwasha. Does he happen to know anything about this statue? Or if this is the first time he's seen it?
I have never seen it. It is hard to make out anything with how overgrown it is.
Alrighty. I'll take my dagger and start cutting things off.
He goes up with his staff and helps you remove the vines. And as you clear it away, he goes, "Ah, this is a statue of Ubtao, one of the gods of the jungle." But as you clear away the vines, you also see that at the base of it is a pile of skulls.
I believe that's not a good sign, is it?
What kind of god is he?
Make an intelligence roll. Professor.
I like my 15s.
They are too small to be human skulls, but they aren't familiar to you. They're very strange looking.
Quasha, you wouldn't happen to know what creature these would have been from?
Yes, those are the skulls of the Grung.
The Grun?
Yes, Grung. They are frogs.
Like big frogs, or like how big are these skulls exactly?
I mean, they're smaller than a human skull, but bigger than like like they'd be decent sized.
So does not know the answer to my question.
So, baby skull.
Yeah, probably close to that size. This is another good sign. We should make camp here and let Ubtaro watch over us.
Yeah, so
Are you gonna answer my question?
About what kind of god Ubtaro is?
Yes.
He is the, as you would say, patron deity of Chult. He is known to be the creator of the dinosaurs that roam our land. He supposedly founded one of the oldest cities within the jungles, long lost to time. He is what you might also call a trickster god. He is often associated with mazes or labyrinthine.
Thank you, Quasha. That is rather interesting.
He nods and goes back to setting up camp.
Well, while they are setting up camp, I am going to sketch this statue and write down what has just been thought about.
So you've used up another 8 rations and another 16 gallons of water. You've got, what, a keg and a half left at this point?
I don't suppose there's like groundwater, or is the ground wet?
In certain places.
Can we like make a divot in the ground and see if there's water?
Yeah. Make a nature roll. Or survival.
Maybe we have the ranger help, or you help the ranger.
Yeah, can the ranger help me?
Well, you rolled.
No, you can make a roll too. And Guruk?
Harmony begins just like digging in the ground randomly. Also, what are you digging with?
My hands.
I do believe Harmony may have lost her mind.
Alright, anyone else gonna try looking for water?
Yes, I can.
I will help him dig.
Roll survival with advantage. You don't dig into the ground, but you do find one of those large plants that collects water in it,
Perhaps we should make a note of this.
and you're able to collect 2 gallons of water from it.
Are there any more of those plants around?
You only found the one.
Back to groundwater. And I keep just digging in the ground.
So are you going to set up any watches tonight?
Wouldn't we get to about?
I can keep first watch.
And how long are your watches going to be?
You can't keep any watches. You have exhaustion.
Yeah, you need to
Okay.
sleep.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you're currently digging in the ground with your hands.
It's insane!
I think 3-hour watches would be fine.
How many watches?
Well, 3 hours, that'd be 9 hours.
And then whoever's off watch only gets 6 hours of rest then.
I only need 4.
The best option is to rest for 10 hours and set up 2-hour watches.
Okay.
Although you could probably get away with less because you have an elf who only needs to rest 4 hours.
Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
2 2-hour work ones and then a try and finish.
Yeah.
That would be your best bet.
Well, we'll do that. I'll start with the first watch.
All right, make your perception roll.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mm.
Promotion.
No, he's not.
I fell asleep.
Who's supposed to take second watch?
I can.
Make a Constitution check. You manage to groggily get up, but you realize you feel like you've gotten a bit more sleep than you thought. You walk out of the, you guys don't have tents.
Actually,
get up. You
no, we don't have tents.
You get up and you see that Igrius has fallen asleep.
Ah, you bastard. I kick him in the side. Lightly. Just enough to wake him up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Really? Really?
Yep.
You fall asleep?
No, I just woke you up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure you did.
Yep. Well, I'm going to bed now. It's your watch.
You're a dick.
And as you turn around, you see that Neal is already awake. He has rested 4 hours.
Oof.
You woke up 2 hours after you got 4 hours of rest, Professor.
Now.
Shut up, Andre. Don't start.
Have a bit of an itch on my left ass cheek.
But yes, Nal is now awake.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Well, you're all able to get 8 hours rest relatively easily with the extra amount of sleep that most of you got. Harmony, make your con save.
From all that digging. She's digging her own grave at this point.
It's like Brian with the space worms.
Hey, I fought my space worms and survived.
You take another level of exhaustion.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Now she literally can't do anything, can't she?
No, her attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay.
She's currently got disadvantage on everything, and her speed is halved.
Ouch. Now, is this the highest level it can go?
Oh no.
No, it goes up to
No.
6.
Oh god.
I think 6 you just die.
At level 4, her hit points are halved. At level 5, she cannot move, and at level 6, she dies.
Ouch. Ooh.
Upon seeing how bad that Harmony is, Kwasha looks to everyone else. Do you wish to continue this journey? It looks like your companion is not doing well.
I'm fine.
I think we should rest here another day.
And get water from where exactly? Someone gonna go back to the river and get it?
How are you capable of such thoughts?
I'm exhausted, not stupid.
Yes, that's just me. I laugh.
Let's. Well, then, what would you have us do, Harmony? What's that?
Well, the dog sat on my cord, and then I had to
Oh.
plug it back in.
He's on the dog.
I don't know. I mean, if I take this day to rest, you guys can round back and get water and come back by the time. And then,
We
like,
know what plants to look for.
well, that and okay.
There's also the statue here. Perhaps there is more. Perhaps this is the ruins of something.
It does not appear to be. Just a statue. A way shrine.
Oh, I see.
So, are we going to continue?
What? Oh,
I told you my idea. You guys just can sit there and keep humming and hawing if you want.
well, then we will figure out who will go back and who will stay.
Well, I believe Garrick, Null, and the porters could go get the water.
And then we will look around this area.
Agreed.
So that is the plan.
We
So
will
who's
be
going
taking
back?
our guide.
Guruk, Null, and the porters are going back to the river.
In Kawashi.
So you're just leaving Harmony by herself?
No. Guruk, Null, the porters, Kawash, I guess, are going to the river. Me and Sam
Kawasha?
are staying.
Alright.
At the statue.
I think I need him
Well,
because the water's not
you
that far from.
Start
No.
heading back.
Since
Yeah,
I've been
well,
to that way,
we-
I can't get lost.
I'm going to say that you can get lost because you're not familiar with these jungles.
Yeah, right, until like a couple days.
Nonetheless, you start heading back. And as you start walking back, you hear a buzzing sound
Oh,
after a few hours coming from above you. Everyone make perception rolls. That's walking back.
back to the camp.
I'll walk back to the river.
Yeah.
So you and Garrick. Oh god.
Well, hearing the buzzing, I will remember. I must apply south.
Now, you manage to notice that a number of giant wasps are coming down from the treetops.
Right, so
We didn't even split up the supplies, so they'd have some.
What do you choose to do? You see these wasps coming.
many are there?
Wasps?
You count 5 of them.
Have they seen us?
Yeah, they're coming right at you.
Oh shit!
What do you guys do?
Apply south.
Ooh, I can just hide in plain sight here.
Right.
I can attempt to hide. Leave it for the barbarian to fight.
Take cover! They're upon us!
Yeah, we'll take cover then, I guess.
You don't have any of the insect repellent on you.
I do.
This is not simply insect repellent matter.
Yeah.
These are giant wasps.
I don't know. Like my only option, our option is what? Well, I guess there's 2: fight or run. I guess 3: hide. But since you see us, you can just probably run.
I mean, no one is slowed right now. Maybe we can outrun them. Maybe.
If 5 of them, we might be able to take them.
Sure. I guess.
Right now, fight loss. I don't know, maybe we bolt back to the. How far are we from the group?
You've been walking for a couple hours at this point.
Well, at this point, I imagine they're upon us, and we send it.
Probably.
You have to roll some initiative.
No,
I
sorry.
did.
I completely forgot.
Your 2 porters.
They didn't give him weapons, did we?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, they were
How
not.
dare he? That little porter. How dare he? It's like a Yara character. He's coming in last.
Joe, you're showing the wasps.
Ah, dang it. I mean, you can see those rolls regardless.
Yeah, I know. Just figuring to let you know before you actually start clicking things other than that.
Did that one show up?
Nope.
Well, first one flies directly down to Neal
Of course it does. Races. Insects.
and attempts to sting you. What is your armor class?
14.
It stings you.
Damn
And you take 7 piercing damage. Make a constitution saving throw. But only 3 poison damage.
Thank good.
So you took a total of 7 piercing and 3 poison.
I'm down then.
This porter begins to run. Kawasha suggests you all do the same. And begins to run.
But I'm
Leave my corpse there. That's nice. Bye.
Neal, make your death save.
I'm gonna make it to you, Joe. Or
What?
Do I do it to you or just leave it public?
No, you can just make it publicly. We're not carrying that much in this game. And you regain consciousness with 1 hit point.
You can get
Behold!
up,
My whole.
but maybe you should play dead.
What do you choose to do?
Is it half your movement to get up?
Half movement to stand up.
Shoot the boss on the ground. So I got 35 movement. That would leave me was what?
15.
Yeah, you got 15 movement if you stand up.
It doesn't bring me anywhere. I'm gonna play dead.
All right. Make a deception with advantage.
They're
That's
gonna
good.
take him away.
My session sucks.
No, luckily they ain't very smart. Yeah. Only have 13 armor.
Oof.
Yeah.
You take 8 piercing damage. Make your con save. You only take 4 poison as you manage to resist the full effects.
I'm gonna use my stone's endurance. Alright. So I take 7 instead.
Kupalue runs away. Your other porter also runs. Gurek.
What's it to roll to see if I know if he's up or not?
Hey Joe, I think you missed one of your wasps.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you missed that one.
You're right. He's not even in the
One on
initiative.
there.
Nonetheless, it is Gurek's turn.
What do I roll? Would it be intelligence to see
Make a
if-
perception.
perception?
He looks pretty dead.
My friend, I will not abandon you!
And I shall rage.
Rage Eater is back!
You smack the wasp. Large chunks of it come flying and bug goo flies out, but it is still flying around you.
Oh, damn it. Well, that is everything I can do, I think. I don't have any bonus actions for anything.
This wasp is pretty sure that this elf is dead. Bzz. However, in Gudik's rage, he's flailing around far too much for it to land a blow. Porter runs away. Kawasha runs away. This wasp goes for its closest meal.
Looks like there's a Chiba in it.
The only living meal.
And you take 6 piercing and make a con save. You only take 3 poison.
That's what done me in.
Let's see. Rage reduces the piercing, right?
Yep.
How much poison did I take?
3 poison, 6 piercing.
I'm at 1 HP.
Nell.
Don't want to get up, really. But I will. I'm
Really?
gonna stand up. I'm gonna shoot that fuck. You're right there with an arrow. So,
Do this one. Do this one. This one's the one I hurt.
Because you are close range, you'll have disadvantage.
I'll hit that one then.
Alright, you shoot
So
that
I'm-
one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick them for my favorite then.
You didn't pick a favorite enemy, didn't you?
It didn't. You told me to. I didn't.
You have to pick a type of enemy when you create the character. So,
nothing
like-
popped up.
You just decide, like, beasts, undead, aberration, or, monstrosity, goblinoid.
Humanoid.
Humanoid is too general. There's too many things that fall into humanoid.
Oh.
What type of enemy is your preferred enemy, Brian?
Undead.
Bitches.
I mean, there are a lot of undead in this island. There's an entire army that wandered off into the jungle. So
And then,
it's not a bad idea.
uh,
But so you don't get your bonuses to the wasps.
uh,
That is definitely a hit. And with that, the arrow goes straight through the wasp's body and it falls to the ground. Is that your turn?
yep.
Quickly play dead again.
Yeah. Go back down. Bow in hand.
This wasp goes off in chase. Kupalue runs. The other porter runs. This wasp chases after them.
I just like lost. Everything was
Good
going on there. I'm like, huh?
I guess he's technically not engaging because he laid back down.
What was that?
I said I guess he's technically not engaging because he laid back down.
He is engaged. Whether or not he wants to, he's now attacked. They know he's up.
Then
You want to move?
You don't have advantage.
Oh.
He's not in melee.
Not
Oh.
a melee.
Damn.
Could move right there.
That only works with melee.
Why is it rolling my damage automatically?
It's probably set in your character sheet.
Damn it.
Nonetheless, you swing and hit, and it begins to bleed. It buzzes around all the more angrily. That's your turn, I'm
Puff out
assuming?
my chest and did intimidation. Make myself appear bigger. But is it too stupid to really understand?
It doesn't seem to care. That's your turn?
Yeah, it's everything I can do.
It didn't like you doing that. However, it was focused when you were still here, because it got distracted by Niall getting up. So when it flips back around to try and go after you, it zooms across and hits the other wasp.
Okay.
This one is peeved, but it still wants to go after the actual thing it wants to eat, and it hits you.
I'm down no matter what.
Make your con save.
No, because even if it rolled like a damage of 1, it still would take 1 no matter what.
Make a con save.
I will make the con save.
Okay. Now, you see Goodek fall to the ground.
No! Oh. I'm gonna shoot that only little bastard who hit me earlier. Pacha!
Which one are you shooting?
The one that hit me. Alright, there.
Alright, you hit him. And with another arrow loosed, you finish another one off. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Oops. Goodek, make your death save.
Come on, 20.
Oh man.
I was rooting for you!
This one saw the other wasp get shot down. Doesn't like that it's the only one left. It's really hurt, and it flies away.
We're all really hurt. Yeah, be gone, wasp.
Hey, I'm going to
Now,
Sure.
it is your go.
kick your ass.
You're unconscious.
I'm talking in my unconsciousness.
Oh, pick him up.
Make a medicine
Kill your
check.
brother
Yeah. Medicine. Fucking medicine.
and eat your family.
You manage to stabilize him. He'll wake up in 4 hours.
I go here and hide and cover myself in leaves.
You just leave him out in the open.
Maybe they hide me too.
Oh, I guess I'll hide him too.
Alright, make survival checks for both of you.
Don't you think you should find your porters and guide?
They're running.
You're gone. Take off running. We
Probably running back towards us.
No, that's Goodek's really well covered up. Now make one for yourself.
Yeah.
You're not as well covered, but you think you're pretty good. Do you wait the full 4 hours for him to get back up?
I can't drag his ass.
You sit in the bushes for 4 hours then?
Yep.
Alright.
Is that like a short rest for him?
Yeah, he could choose to take a short rest there.
Or a long rest, because you can just meditate for 4 hours. And
Yeah.
Alright, but if you meditate, then you're out of it.
Ugh. Fine, I'll take a short rest.
And then you can use your hit die. At least I think you can use a hit die on a short rest, right?
Yeah, you can use hit dice on short rests.
Help me! It's just
Nonetheless,
delay my delay.
nothing shows up in the 4 hours, and Guruk eventually regains consciousness with 1 HP. The porters and your guide are gone. You're in the jungle, alone.
Can I find my 2 arrows I shot back?
You're able to recover 1 of them. The other broke.
Fucking bees.
What do you do?
I know the general direction where we came from.
You do.
I'm gonna head that way.
You're gonna keep going?
I think he was referring
Go
he's gonna
back.
go back.
Go back to the group.
Back to everyone else?
At a slow pace.
Alright. At a slow pace?
If I see a bee, I'm jumping into a bush.
Make a survival check. You get to where you're pretty sure everyone else was, but you don't find the statue anymore, or anyone else.
We are lost in this jungle. Oh. Somebody have to die. It's gonna be you. I'm gonna get hung in here eventually.
Well, I was just leaving it to you. Perhaps if we try looking together.
Be good.
The night is setting on. It's getting dark.
After we rest.
You guys choose
Hold
to
on.
rest on your own?
Yeah.
Or we could just keep.
I'm
No,
gonna set my bear trap up
probably more dangerous.
on my hunting trap. Covered up with some beads.
You set up your trap again?
Yes.
Well, does everybody choose to take a long rest? Guruk and Nail, Quasha, and the other porters never returned to the statue that the Professor, Igrius, and Harmony are still at. Do you stay at the statue?
Shit.
We're all lost.
By the way, do any of you have... You guys didn't have any water, did you? Or any of your rations?
We had the porters, and I
No,
have all the
I
rations.
have my
Not water.
rations.
Oh,
Yes, I have my rations.
I have a little ration. I have my
I
my
have
10, but
my
whatever the
rations,
10.
too.
I'm
All
sure
right,
I had.
well, keep track. You all take a day's rations, and did you guys have any water amongst you all?
I had a water
They
skin.
did plants apparently during the day.
Whoever in the camp group that wanted to look for plants, make a survival check.
Okay.
Look at that, people.
Oof.
Oh, fucking professor.
Professor Uzal was paying attention, and he manages to find one of the plants that he saw Nail look at.
Hey, Joe, I think I know what it is. I'm supposed to be a spellcaster. That's why my
Yeah?
rolls are good.
He put rolled down in the book. Oh, he draw it.
You managed to find 2 gallons of water in it, so enough for one person. Or you can
Or-
spread it out amongst all of
I was
you.
gonna say.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be a complete dick.
Alright.
Sam, it's no time to be nice. Right now, it's survival of the fittest.
So, Harmony, Professor Uzal, and Igdius make con saves at advantage. Despite the lack of water, you manage to conserve, and Harmony, you actually lose a level of exhaustion.
Yay!
What about Guruk and Nail? Do you have any water amongst you?
Water skin.
I mean, I was.
I'm assuming that you're filling your water skins from the kegs and drinking from them.
Oh, I just thought I was drinking from the keg.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
I
keep track of that from here on out, but for the time being, assume that if you don't have a keg, you don't have water.
Alright.
I hear rain. I hear rain.
You want to look for any plants to see if there are any?
I can.
Alright. Make
I
your
will
survival roll.
I will help. I said I will help.
I didn't hear that.
Late.
No,
didn't hear
it
that.
wasn't. I said it before he rolled. It's recorded. It will be in the YouTube video.
You wander through, and you go through some brush, and you find A man.
Man.
Not a Chultan man. A Farunian, Sword Coast. He is fair-skinned. And he appears to be traveling with, looks like a dragonborn?
He's hallucinating. He eats mushrooms.
Darn, I was hoping he was by himself. I would have shot him and robbed him.
With your 3 HP?
A little bit from the shadows.
So how's this gonna go now?
I yell at him.
You just yell at him?
Yeah. Sacrifice the camp.
He comes out and goes, who's there?
No. Got any water? I have a friend. He needs some water.
Oh, you don't have water? You're traveling in the jungle without water. He comes over. You're not from around here, are you?
Oh. If I was, I won't be lost.
Ah, tell me, where's your friend?
Back yonder.
And he looks over his shoulder, goes, come, dragon bait.
Dragon bait? Is that what you said?
Dragon bait.
That's what
Okay.
he said.
And
What I
the
heard.
dragonborn seems to follow, but says nothing. They are following you now, Nail.
Right, I lean back.
He sees Gudik. Oh, you're a big one.
Attacked by some wasps.
Yeah, that kind of thing happens out here.
We got some porters. They ran away.
Ah, worst of luck, isn't it? He holds out. He's got like several water skins on him, and he hands one to each of you.
Yay.
Well, you're all slaves now.
Thank you. Now we gotta find the rest of the people. You know your way around this forest?
Not particularly, you could say.
That's I know they were by a statue.
Both of you suddenly start strongly smelling the scent of cooked ham.
Ham. Let's cook at ham. I will kill him for a piece of ham.
Both of you make perception rolls.
Swear to God, if they're
Oh,
cooking
no.
me.
Nail,
mad as
it's coming from the dragonborn.
hell.
Ah, dragon bait.
You made.
It's his cologne.
He's luring dragons.
ToA smell
As you say that, the scent of ham grows even stronger. And as you say that, the human just kind of goes, no, ignore that. It's nothing, really. Just don't pay any attention.
Okay, good enough for me.
By the way, I haven't gotten your names. I'm Artis Simber. And yes, as I said earlier, this is my companion, Dragonbait. Bit of a quiet type.
I am Gurik Raged Nakalata.
You suddenly realize that the smell of ham is gone, but you can smell... It smells like a campfire.
This is nice.
Even so, it's getting late. Were you planning on making camp here?
Yeah.
Yes, our party is somewhere in this area. Oh, without our guide, it's difficult.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to find them. Nonetheless, safety in numbers. I hope you don't mind if we stay with you for the night.
No.
With
Would
that,
you happen to have something to tend to my wounds? Our wounds.
I'm afraid not. I really don't have anything. Just supplies to keep ourselves going.
That is fine. Thank you.
And then, yeah, I guess. Camp.
With that, you all begin to set up. And eventually you realize that the smell of the campfire is gone, but you now smell lemons.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Or the damn poison. Going through your veins.
Anyway, is anyone going to do? You realize that Dragonbait is sitting up watching. He does not set up a bed. But do you want to set up any watches?
Hey, we'll take a watch.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do my 4 hours.
All right. What about at the other camp?
We don't care about the hour camp. The second camp is more important, Joe.
I
Look at our guys.
care about the other camp.
I'll take up first watch.
All right.
I'll take second.
Is Harmony going to take a watch?
I was gonna say she
Yeah.
really can't.
Yeah, she can.
She can.
Well, she can.
Oh, Undriel's there, right? She didn't come with us.
Yeah, she's still
Yes,
there.
yes.
She has no idea what's going on. She's very peeved and... Why are we not traveling right now? Where's everyone else? I hate this jungle. It's stupid hot.
Well, you are the one wearing the armor.
I'm under a mist.
Well, I'm also the one that's probably going to survive, Mr. Wizard.
Very good point.
If it makes you feel any better, you can stand behind me.
Most likely will be. Listen until the oaf gets back.
Anyways, yeah, if you want to watch, I'll take a watch. Whatever. He's here to slap a mosquito.
So we're gonna do the 4 watches. So we each get 8 hours.
Yeah, that should work. So, Godek, you're choosing to do a watch?
Yep.
During your watch, you hear a sound way in the distance. Make a perception roll.
Oh, funny. Come on, guide.
You can see a very, rather bulky-looking silhouette, but it is moving away from you.
Go at it.
Dragon bait. Do you happen to know what that is?
And I will point it out.
You smell ham.
And that's the extent of that conversation.
Like, he looks right at you, eye contact, and you just smell cooked ham.
He's a ham
You-
monster. He's a ham dragonborn.
Communicate. Do you not have? Can you not talk? We're back.
Like, I think you better go towards the silhouette. That's just me.
You smell tar.
Never mind, don't go by.
Good smells mean yes, bad smells mean no, maybe?
Do you communicate by smell?
You smell more tar.
God.
You are an interesting one, I must admit.
You smell brimstone.
Oh.
I think you're making him mad.
Nonetheless, I'm assuming do you do anything about the silhouette?
Nope.
All right. Other
Well,
than
okay,
that,
you said bulky, like how bulky?
bigger than you.
Oh, okay. I'm not going towards it.
Otherwise, that passes uneventfully. Who was doing the first watch? Was it Igrius?
Nope.
The other
I
camp?
was.
All right. Make your perception roll. You hear a sound when suddenly out of the jungle walks a man wearing very fine red robes.
What's
what
with all
appears
these weird strangers in the jungle?
apparently somebody wearing armor, and another person covered in head to toe in like bandages and cloth and very tattered clothing, carrying packs.
Hello.
Somebody else. And who would you be?
I would be Professor Uzala Dodden, and you?
Oh, man of learning. Better than the company I've been keeping. The man in armor kind of gives him an evil eye. I am a adventurer traveling through the jungles. And you can kind of make out, he appears to be somebody, like a mage of some kind based off his robes. He wears very fancy red robes. Actually, make an intelligence check.
Oh, come on.
Not familiar. They're definitely not Chultan, but they also don't look like they're from the Sword Coast. Not quite sure where they're from.
And your business here?
What everyone else is doing, searching the jungles for secrets, wealth, whatever else we can find. Looks like you've already made camp. Do you mind if we join you?
Not at all.
It's good to know there's somebody else out here. It's getting a little worried. We've actually already lost 4 other travelers. We're trying to find our way back to the port city. I didn't realize how bad it was going to be trying to get through these jungles. I didn't realize how necessary the bloody guides were.
Aye, they certainly are necessary.
They set things out. He joins you at the fire for a little bit, and then eventually he asks what type of magic you know, because you look to be someone who delves into that kind of thing.
Well, you know, the basic elemental.
Oh, you don't specialize in anything?
Not particularly yet.
Oh, well, never hurts to be a jack of all trades.
And you, my good sir?
Just a little of this, a little of that. Kind of the same boat.
Yes.
Nonetheless, it's late. I'm headed to bed. And the other guy wearing the armor has already set out his bedroll and is climbing into it. But you notice the third person is just standing there.
And what seems to be his deal?
He's local help. Really odd, doesn't talk. Just a bit of a strange one. I recommend keeping your distance.
Oh, by the way, you didn't happen to come across a big oaf and a elven ranger, did you?
No, you're the first people we've seen.
Ah, great. Yeah, they were lost.
Nonetheless, I'm off to bed. And he gets up and goes away.
Alrighty.
The rest of your watch is uneventful, other than the third individual who just stands there, staring the entire time.
Like staring at me.
Kind of just staring blankly off at nothing. What do you do when your watch is over?
Well, I go wake up Igrius and inform him that we apparently have company.
I was gonna say,
Also that the oaf and the ranger have not come back yet. And
of
neither has
course
the
they
guide.
haven't.
Well, there's the weird, completely wrapped individual covered in bandages, staring off still, blankly.
Also, that one gives me the creeps.
Yeah. Well, we can look for the oaf in the morning.
Agreed.
Godek, what do you do at the end of your watch? Do you wake it, or how long do you watch for? Godek.
Andre?
No. Sorry.
How long do you watch for?
Well, 4 hours because.
Alright, so Igrius, make your perception roll.
Alrighty.
You are suddenly tapped on the shoulder.
The foot. By
And
what?
behind you stands a rather beautiful-looking Chultan woman.
Hi.
Forest. It's just
Um,
spawning people!
Who are you?
I help you? Oh, see, you don't ask who you are.
I'll
That's
ask who you are.
That is dangerous.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
You see anybody out there else
Nah, Joe.
running around? Guys with tags on their backs.
Looks like I might be waking up Professor again.
You're just gonna do that every time.
Maybe.
She introduces herself as Chuil,
Chuil.
and it looks like you are lost.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh.
Lost my guide, lost some people.
Brian,
What?
he's talking to Tyler.
Tyler? Oh. All these dudes.
Well, we're not lost, but I believe some of our party is lost.
Are you in need of a guide?
We have a guide, but he is a part of the party that is lost.
How they lost.
It does not sound like a very good guide then.
Well, he's good. Just they might have run into complications. Might I ask why you're here?
I am from here.
You live in the jungle?
No, I live in Port Nyanzaru, but I was traveling the jungle.
Just for fun?
Well, I was looking for things that might interest me. There are many treasures within the jungle, after all.
That is what I've heard. But, okay, I lost my thought there. I mean, if... Really, I'd hate to add more people to this party.
First commands that we had more.
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't know. I feel like we should all just meet back at the city if we can, but we can't communicate that with each other. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because so far this was a fail.
Yeah.
No, get back to the city.
If you would like to, I guess, camp here with us until morning, and then I can talk to the rest of my team.
Very well. We shall see. Make a perception roll.
Don't worry, guys. I'm great at those.
Eh.
Yeah.
My God.
She just smiles at you and walks off to the edge of the camp and leans against a tree.
Well, I'm gonna finish my watch. Just kind of keeping an eye on her.
All right. Your watch ends uneventfully. At some point, she crawls up into the tree and kind of like just lays across one of the branches.
Still within sight.
Yeah, you can still see her, but she seems to have decided to sleep up in the tree. Gurek, your watch is over. Nail, make a perception roll. And are you going to stay here for 8 hours to let Gurek get a full rest?
Leave them. I might as well.
All right, make a perception roll.
Never.
Your watch is... The entire 8 hours is pretty uneventful.
Good.
Igris, your watch ends. Who do you go to replace yourself?
We guess we didn't really. I mean, I know the orc lady said she'd take a watch. Well, I guess I will wake up the orc lady, because we never talked about who was going next after me.
When she wakes up, she's kind of grumpy, but she knows what she's doing. And she takes her watch.
I'm gonna let her know about our guests, the ones that Professor met with, and then I'm gonna point to the tree and to the one I met with.
You look back over to the tree and she's gone.
All right, keep your wits about you.
She just shrugs.
And I'm going to bed.
You hear her grumbling as she walks over. People walking out of the jungle and...
Done with this jungle. She's grumbling and I'm grumbling.
Everybody's grumbling.
Done with this jungle.
Eventually, she finishes up her watch and goes and wakes up Harmony. Make a con save, Harmony.
But if they're all doing... Oh, yeah, okay. So like if they're doing 3 hours, then 8 hours. But...
As she wakes you up and sees, she's like, "You don't look too well.
No kidding.
Make another con save." You lose another level of exhaustion as she does what she can with what she has to try and treat you. And then
Thank you.
she says that if it ends up being too much or you start to take ill again, wake her up and she'll see what she can do. But she does not have much on her. Make your perception roll. Your watch is also uneventful, and the night passes and you all get... That camp gets their long rest. And a few hours later, the other camp also gets their long rest. What does everyone do in the morning?
I'm going to apply some bug spray
Yeah,
for
as
my
well.
bug self.
Good idea.
Yeah. Probably put on that salve now.
What does everyone do in the morning?
Well, I'll let them do their stuff first.
I look up my chap.
We need to find our friends. So we should be heading off.
You go back to your trap, and there's an animated skeleton caught in it.
Right after we kick this thing's ass.
I attack it.
I mean, it can't really fight back.
It's fine.
It's stuck in the trap. It tries to defend itself, but between all four of you and just that one skeleton, you easily take it out.
Ah! Put trap back in my.
Then
Back on
take
that.
its head. Or I will take its head.
If there is one here, there may be more.
So what do you do now?
Well, we need to go find our friends. Thank you for your help.
He nods. Best of luck. Hope you find him. Come on, Dragonbait. And they begin to walk off.
Well, now that we are rested, perhaps we should look for our friends together. If I remember correctly, we were near the coast.
The only one who you can't get advantage on trying to figure out directions. So who is going to make the survival check?
Well, him.
Make your survival check. To figure out where you are.
Or, well, actually, wait, what is your survival?
4.
Men's life +3, go ahead.
Should I make it with advantage, Joe? Or just regular?
No, just a straight survival. No idea where you guys are.
Oh.
Do you choose to keep walking?
I'm trying to walk in circles.
Happen to have a compass.
I'm assuming the other camp stays where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought, oh, that lady isn't there anymore.
Yep, she's disappeared.
Maybe she's in Title Shadow. She doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any choice but to start heading back towards the river for some water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, who's going to make the survival check?
It's everybody's survival.
One of you has to decide who is going to lead the way.
I've got a 1.
I have a -1.
I'll do it, but they're helping me.
There's
Nope,
no
can't do help.
advantage.
Can't do the help action on figuring out where you are.
Well, all we know is we are heading west, so eventually we're gonna hit the river.
Yeah, but we're in a jungle with no compass, so easily turned around. Just like the Hobbit.
Yeah, have you ever heard of, like, sunlight and where the sun is in the sky?
Yes, I have. However, you can still get lost in the jungle. Even with the sunlight.
The canopy, the
Start
jungle,
under.
oftentimes
It's
blocks
nighttime.
out sun.
My bug can find his way back.
You start walking back the direction of the river. But after an entire almost day's worth of walking, you never see the river.
Well, I mean, we'll have to rest for the night and then just keep walking west.
All right. What about the other group? You never found the party.
What is this little 9 for?
That's your hit points from your token.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Well,
The days pass, neither of you ever run into each other, and you never find the river, and the other group never finds that statue again.
This is how we die, guys. Good party. Let's go. Next one.
maybe we just wipe our characters clean.
I just want to point out, you chose to split the party.
Yeah.
Well, I was also thinking the druid might actually do something instead of run.
Me too. I didn't think expecting the
But
boat.
yeah, I should have expected him to be more like an actual guide.
I've seen guys fight. Oh, should we move on to Starfinder now?
No, we've got no water.
Well, I don't know. Me, Andre's best option is
Well, if we
It's
try
hard
and
to worry
move
back to the
direction,
city.
we take high or low. To try just because we rolled that nat 1, then just go random direction.
Oh, no. There's rules for this. I'm using them.
How do we progress our day? Like,
Our day has progressed. Which also,
Yeah.
with nothing getting done.
I mean, as far as you can tell, you're wandering in circles, maybe.
So, now forced to set up camp.
well, then I suppose consume rations.
And, is anyone going to try looking for any water?
I shall.
I am gonna
Look for the
Survival
plan.
rolls?
from just the
I
both of
will
us.
help Brian. Or are we all just making our own survival rolls?
You
I
can
mean,
do the
I
help
was gonna-
action to look for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna help.
Okay, yeah.
I'll help you, Brian.
I'd say Harmony should look for it since she has the highest.
So, both parties, starting with the party with Harmony, you managed to find 3 gallons of water. And Brian, you find 1 gallon of water. I'm assuming you all split your water again as best you can.
Yep.
Everyone make a con save with advantage.
Ooh, look at No over there.
Harmony, you lose a level of exhaustion.
Oh, I'd be jealous.
You all managed to, at the very least, keep yourselves relatively parched. You're not dying of thirst, but you're all pretty uncomfortable. Do you all rest for the night?
Yeah.
Is anyone taking watches?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Then we need a third and a fourth. I mean, we do have I forgot about them. The guy and his 2 traveling
Did
companions.
they come with us?
No, they
Um,
headed the opposite direction.
Oh, they did. Guy didn't hear that then.
Joe never said anything.
Oh.
We just left. We didn't talk to them, we just left.
So, how are we gonna do the watch?
Same as last time.
3-3-3.
That's fine.
All right. And for the other party, which is the 2 of you?
Take 4 hours.
All right. So we'll start. Godek, make your perception roll.
Nope. Normal.
You hear the howling and screeching of monkeys in every direction, but you can't make out where any of them are.
And monkeys.
It goes on for almost an hour, and eventually dies away. Uzal, you've got first watch, right?
No, I
Oh,
do.
Igrius. Igrius, make your perception roll. All is quiet,
All is good.
except for, jungle noises, bugs, things. But eventually, it passes, and you go and wake up whoever you are waking up, Professor Uzal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Professor Uzal, make a perception roll. You're not sure where from, but you can hear what sounds like the crash of vegetation, but very far in the distance.
Alright. That's good.
After about another half hour, it sounds like it's getting a little bit closer.
That's not good.
Make another perception roll. You got a little ways and let your eyes adjust, and you can just barely make out. Maybe you don't know. It's a good ways away. Maybe 900 feet or so, but you're pretty sure you see a T-Rex.
Ooh, I wish I was there.
I go wake up
It
everybody.
doesn't look like it's noticed you.
I go wake up everybody and let them know that there is a Rex.
And
There's
how
a
did
giant
they wake-
lizard-looking thing.
What does
I
everyone
think
do?
we better, as quietly as possible, start going in the other direction.
Everyone make stealth checks.
Hey, that was just a suggestion. Are we doing that?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Undrill agrees also.
Look at this person here. He's used to stinking out the
Oh,
classroom.
Oh god. I forgot she's in heavy armor.
that's me.
Wait, you're in heavy
Oh,
armor?
wait, I'm
What?
I'm in scale.
You all suddenly hear much louder crashing coming towards you.
Let's just hide behind trees.
Play dead.
If you don't move, make more stealth checks.
Do I, since I critted?
You can choose not to. You can choose to just keep moving away quietly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a tree. I'm gonna try to hide behind it,
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to
or a rock, a big rock.
fade into the jungle.
Does not have advantage
Also, why are we seeing it, Joe?
because everything is set that way when you defaultly.
Oh.
You all hear it first, feel the rumble, and eventually some of you can make out behind the trees that it is right on top of you guys, but it is looking around. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. And after what seemed to be hours, but you know were just minutes, it walks on.
We will reconvene the group then.
All right. Who wants to make a survival check to figure out where you are now that you
I'll
moved?
do it. Anybody else want to do it?
Nope.
I know.
Pretty sure you didn't go too far.
Or just, I mean, can we tell which way is west based on the sun?
No, it's night.
And there's too many trees to see the stars?
Yeah.
It is a jungle.
Okay, then
Even during the day, you can barely see the sun.
Okay, we're just gonna...
This is dinosaur jungle.
Should we just go back to sleep until morning?
None of you packed up your stuff. You left the camp.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna try to.
Okay. First we get some vines. Then we hang them over some limbs. And then we climb up and hang ourselves.
Not where I thought that was going.
No, that's not.
Yes!
What
Oh
do you do?
man, you were leading us down a fucking path and all of a sudden brick wall.
guys, I got an idea. Let's do this. Okay, that sounds good. And then this. Yeah, okay. And then we kill ourselves. Wait, what? Like, whew.
What do you got?
Anyways,
You
yeah.
had me in that first half, and then it just kind of dropped. Well,
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna look around the area. You know, just kind of go out, making sure I keep, one of either the professor or Harmony in sight. I'm just gonna go around, see if I can see our camp.
Do you even see me?
We reconvened,
Oh,
idiot.
Oh. Yes.
Make a survival check. Do you want high or low?
Let's go high.
We're gonna walk into the T-Rex.
Okay,
You-
after we all die, we're making better characters.
You realize that you were starting to get a little far away, and you lost sight of everyone, but then you quickly went back and managed to find everyone. But you did not find your camp.
Alright, I guess I shall attempt
Until morning, then.
to find our camp.
Make a survival.
Ooh.
Professor Uzal points out the obvious, asks if anyone has anything to light, like a torch or something with,
Oh yeah.
lights a torch, and looks at your own footprints and follows them back to your own camp.
I feel like an idiot.
It's even better because I have a torch on me.
I mean, I have dark
So do
vision.
I.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's the one that actually thought to look at the ground.
Oh.
True.
Okay. There. I thought that's what we were going with. Okay.
You eventually find your stuff again, and you can at the very least sleep in your bedrolls for the night.
Yeah.
I suppose I have to finish my match, though.
Yeah. I'm going to just flat out say the rest of the night is uneventful.
Okay.
For both parties. What do you do in the morning?
The same ritual of Sal
Yeah.
and...
Yeah.
Who wants to try to figure out where they are?
I'll do it this time.
Make a survival roll.
Wait a minute. You have -1.
Yeah.
No.
I'll do it.
I mean, she has the +2, but it's still just
And
like,
she's
okay.
been rolling low all night.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm going to do it.
Have you seen your rolls?
Okay,
Well,
let's do it,
make-
Professor. That was so good.
Shut up, Tyler.
Look at me. I'm the professor.
The
I don't
jungle
think
is
about
tearing our
jungle.
family apart!
And who's going to make the roll for the other group?
Would you like to go again, Brian?
What is the other group doing?
Get
I'm
debating.
lost.
Uncannibalism over here.
I'm already there, man.
Oh shit.
You guys have
roll
plenty
Andre,
of
or do you want to roll?
I'm at +3, you're at +4. I mean,
Yeah.
You've been normally having some pretty good rolls. It's just
He's
that one
on the
roll.
survival morals. It looks like he's been doing low.
Well, he got an at 20 on finding the plant,
He's also the one that just recently got you lost completely.
and you think Gorik will do better?
What do you guys do?
Just trying to get back to the port now.
And Joe,
Yeah?
as we're walking, I want to take, never mind. Sam, does your character have a dagger or anything?
Oh, he does have a dagger.
I
We
have
should be
4.
marking the trees. You know, mark them so we know that we've been down this path or something, in case we get turned around.
Path. We're in a jungle. There's no path, dude.
You know what I'm saying. Mark them so that we know if we see the markings, we've been here.
But I feel like that's a bad idea. Because what if the people that
The nature
like are
spirits.
native to the jungle and the nature spirits don't like that?
Okay, let's keep walking.
So much for our journey being blessed.
We're cursed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a cursed.
All right. Harmony's group, make perception rolls. Professor Uzal and Igrius, you see them. Harmony, you only hear them. A group of baboons start loudly howling at you. They are annoyed that you are in their territory.
Oh, I'm about to get annoyed, but they're in my face.
No. Do not mess with the baboons. We're gonna
Don't
go
look at them,
around.
don't make eye contact, just keep going.
Gudik and Nail make perception rolls.
Are they not moving? Are they staying where they are?
They got lost, remember? They went in circles.
They're trying to figure out where they are,
Leave us alone. Don't worry about us.
but
We're
they're
about
trying
to-
not to go too far either, though. Nail, you managed to pick up the spoor of something traveling through the jungle. You move ahead, and around, just in a small clearing, you see 13 zombies wandering around.
Yeah, fuck that. We'll walk backwards.
All right. You head back, make a survival roll. You suddenly realize, you get your bearings, and you realize where you actually are.
In the jungle.
I'm in the jungle. I know that
Welcome
much.
to the jungle.
Lost.
You're actually right there.
Where?
Right here. Where I moved his token to.
Oh.
You have your bearings somewhat. But you still don't know where the rest of the other party is. But you do know that the statue they were at was here.
Like one to the left.
If you spend the day traveling, you can make it back to that statue, you're pretty sure.
Do that. We'll do that.
All right. What about the other party?
I don't know.
Keep
Couldn't
going
tell you.
west.
Lance.
Going
All
west.
right.
Past Westeros.
Really, Tyler? That was really bad.
You're really bad.
Well, night falls. And you make it back to the statue, Goodek and Nail. You finally get back to where everybody was. It's been several days, though, and they're not here anymore.
Hey, and what about us? Haven't we moved?
Oh, you're wandering through the jungle, but you're not sure where you are.
I hate you.
It's literally the rules for this.
It's a jungle. It makes sense.
And each of these hexes is 10 miles across. You have to realize how much space that actually is.
Well, yeah, but you told us we could walk 10 miles in a day.
Oh yeah, you're walking 10 miles. I'm not... You don't know where you are actually on the map.
And we haven't seen the river yet.
Nope, you still haven't seen the river.
So I haven't seen the river.
I'm keeping track of where you actually are on the map.
Oh, okay, as long as you are.
Yeah, I'm keeping it hidden, but just like you saw with Nail, I'm keeping track of where you actually are on the map, and then just putting tokens on the map where you maybe think you are.
Oh god, I would hate to actually know where we are. For all we know, we could be down here.
Nonetheless, night falls. You guys need to look for water and mark off some more rations.
Ooh, shit. I just hit something.
Igrius,
Yep.
are you gonna look for water?
Yep, I'm gonna look for water.
Harmony manages to find 1 gallon of water.
I hope you look for water, Brian.
Igrius also finds a gallon.
Yeah. Fuck.
You make it with advantage because Goodek was helping.
Fuck.
You find 1 gallon.
Kind of mattered.
So all of you can make your con saves with advantage.
Yay. Advantage.
Harmony, you gain a level of exhaustion from dehydration. Who's setting up what watch?
I'll take first again.
I'll take third.
Taking second? Who's taking second and fourth?
I'll take fourth again.
So then the
Goodil takes second. Goodek, you're doing your same one?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, you make your camp. Igrius, make your perception roll.
well, fudge.
Oh god, you fell asleep again.
To be fair, I think if we knew
my
what
God.
kind of, like, Dungeons and Dragons mission we were going on, we probably would have made better characters.
Well, eventually Undril wakes up and realizes that Igrius never went and got her and goes over and finds Igrius once again asleep. Wakes him up. You're asleep on your post? I should have stayed in the military. Go to your bed. Hopefully it hasn't been too long.
It wasn't that long. It was like a 5-minute nap.
Sure. Whatever. Just go get some rest. And she takes up watch. She does not see anything, but she does stay awake.
Was gonna laugh if she fell asleep too.
She walks over and wakes up the professor.
Do you want to do my watch or Go up to Gurk like usual.
Let's go to Gudik. Make your perception roll. You hear howling in the night. Sounds like some kind of large primate, but you're not sure what. Do you go to investigate?
Yeah.
You do?
No, I'll stay put.
All right.
No, what?
Nothing else happens otherwise, and eventually Nail wakes up. You go to bed. Professor
You do?
Uzel,
Why?
make your perception roll.
How do you regain hit dice? Is it after every long rest?
After every long rest, you regain half your number of hit dice. Also remember that a long rest fully heals you, because we're not doing the hardcore rules.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, remember
We're doing standard D&D
this is
rules.
standard, not Joe's other rule.
You suddenly realize that you hear a kind of stomping sound, and it's like right at the edge of the camp. Whatever it is, it's just beyond the light of your campfire. But it sounds big.
It's Gurek!
I guess once again I go wake up everybody. Put out the campfire.
Who do you wake up in what order? Do you put out the campfire first?
Yes.
Alright. It's pitch black.
Are you gonna wake somebody up?
Make a perception roll at disadvantage.
Damn human.
You start trying to wander around, and then you walk straight into something very big.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna hurt you if we die here.
You hear a odd, exhalation. Something breathing. It's big.
It's the orc.
That's
What do you do?
Like, where do I hear the breathing? Is it literally in front of me?
I mean, it's kind of off to your right, but you literally felt with your hands and you touched something. It was alive.
angry.
Oh,
So-
I'm dead.
Whatever it was hairless.
Shout, yell, wake us up.
Oh no.
I know
Yeah.
this is gonna be really bad, but I'm gonna cast light.
You cast light. There's a stegosaurus here!
Oh shit.
It's currently just kind of wandering around sniffing the stuff at your camp.
Ooh, wake me up. I want to see it.
I'm gonna slowly crawl over and first the cleric, then Harmony and Igrias.
She awakes and looks very startled at the stegosaurus. Reaches for her mace.
No, it's currently not doing anything.
You currently see it it looks like it's trying to figure out what you've got inside your bags.
Nothing much.
Wait, whose bag first?
Yours.
It's trying to go through Undriel's bag.
So am I awake now?
If Professor Uzel goes to wake you up.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all awake. The stegosaurus is currently rummaging through Undriel's bag.
Why'd we come to the forest?
Forest.
Jungle.
The jungle.
Go up to it
Jungle.
and kind of offer it open up one of my rations and offer it to it.
Make an animal handling check.
We're gonna die.
Actually, make a nature check first. It's a herbivore.
Yeah.
Your rations are jerky.
Well, I didn't know that. So I'm just gonna put my hand up to its in front of it and see if it'll sniff me.
Make an animal handling check.
There it is. Oh no! You slapped it on the face.
Just kill me, Joe. I wanna be done.
It
She is the Thor kill.
you slap it on the head, and it gets annoyed and it swings around and it knocks you over on your butt.
No damage?
No, I mean you didn't do a whole lot of damage to it, but it didn't like that you did it,
Why are you slapping it?
and now it's eyeing you up.
Have you gone mad, Harmony?
Does everybody else do?
I wish I was there. I would ride it.
Oh, I would ride it. You don't have a good enough paddling as I do.
I just want to leave this jungle.
I'm gonna slowly go and collect my bag.
I'm putting my stuff away. Keeping an eye on that stego.
All right. You also realize the sun is starting to rise. Apparently, Ignis was asleep for longer than you all thought.
Huh.
Ta-da!
Igneous,
Well,
did you fall asleep again?
it was like... Yeah, how do you know it was me?
Well, let's see.
Because I doubt a woman of the military would fall asleep on the job. Like you have before.
Like I said, it was 5 minutes.
And I thought the oaf would be the troublesome one.
Now,
Well-
Joe, I
Yeah?
want to do something.
What?
So, are there like really low hanging branches around?
Oh, yeah,
this?
there's plenty.
Okay.
Divines.
Then
It's not the
I
answer.
want to grab and I'm gonna grab a rock, and I'm gonna
Make a primitive hammer.
no. I'm going to sit down, pull out my tinkerer's tools. I'm just gonna start working with it.
What are you going to try and make?
Well, so what I'm doing is my magical tinkering.
Yes, but what are you going to tinker with a rock and a stick?
See, that's I don't know how it works because I'm gonna make it make sound.
I'm going to say that with a rock and a stick, that is not able to be tinkered with to make, like, a sound box or something. You have to have the necessary parts to make a machine.
Anti-material rifle.
What is it? You learn how to invest a spark into a mundane object. You touch a tiny non-magical object as an action. It doesn't have to make anything. I'm infusing it with magic to make it make sound.
All right, you put a stick and a rock together. It makes a clacking sound.
Well, actually, I can speak up to 25 words. No longer than 6 seconds.
All right.
And whenever it is touched by, whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away. You utter the
Alright.
message when you are bestowing this property onto the object, and the recording can be no more than 6 seconds long.
Okay, you put a stick and a rock together and make a recording device somehow.
Watch him just lead him down the trail. We're here. Keep following them.
Now I lost what I was going to say. Damn it.
Makes a sonic boom.
Okay, which way are we going? 'Cause I'm going to make this so it says that we are heading in this direction, and I'm going to point, make just on the ground. I'm going to have this on like a stick so it's sticking out so that if somebody sees it, they will, actually see that there's this rock on top of a stick.
Dude, do you know how big this jungle is?
You also aren't sure where you are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's why I was going to, just put it there as a, hey, we went this way, and then make a little arrow out of
We don't even know which way we're going, apparently.
That's why I was asking what would go when.
Well, we were trying to head west, but we haven't hit a river yet, so I don't know where the heck we are.
Also,
Yeah,
while
right.
you're all standing around, the Stegosaurus keeps trying to, nudge Undril. And she keeps trying to step further away from it because she's uncomfortable with it.
Oh look, you've made a friend.
I don't want a friend. I
Well,
want to get to my camp.
Come on, friend.
I'm gonna scratch
local
that
here.
idea. Where are we going?
Make a survival roll, someone.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Nope,
Never mind.
Army's got it.
You finally managed to figure out where you are. Also, who has the map?
Ew.
Did we ever decide that in the first one?
Yeah.
I think it was you.
I have it. No, I have it.
Oh, is it Gurek?
Why did we
I've
give
been giving
Gurk the
to
map?
everyone. I don't know. I just the one that took
He
it.
had a map. Yeah, he had us wander around this jungle.
I assumed we were using it.
I mean, the map doesn't do any good if you don't know where you are.
Yeah, but we know where we are now.
Yeah.
We also don't know where the others are.
Yeah, but
We
we're trying to
got
get back to the port.
the arms are dead to
They're
us.
not here.
They're
not
dead to us.
I assume they're heading towards the port.
So
They're
what does
dead
each
to
group
us.
do?
Attempt
start
to
heading
head towards the port.
All right.
Start digging in the ground.
Oh, great. She's lost her mind again.
Well, you're both heading. You both know where you are right now, and you're both heading towards the port. So both of you make survival checks. Both parties.
Go ahead, Brian. I made the last one.
Come on, Brian, crit.
I can't make the thing crit. These unlined dice don't like me.
You at least know where you are, and it's slow going,
Yeah, lost.
but you all somehow manage to meet up
Oh, look. It's the
right
elf.
at the very evening. Oh, and you still haven't found that river again. Also, no idea where your guide is or your porters.
I'm assuming the porters are dead.
Gurk,
The guy-
where are the others?
He ran like a bitch.
We're not paying anybody.
By some giant flying wasps. The others
Also-
ran off, but my friend here went down. And then it all kind of goes black after that. And when I woke up, we were safe. Though alone.
Great.
Also, the Stegosaurus has been following you the entire time,
Yay!
except now it's nudging Professor Uzal.
Well, look, it's like you made a friend.
Apparently I have.
And what's its name?
I don't know.
And I will pat it on the side.
I guess I will have to think of a name for this thing.
He is friend-shaped.
Did you just say he was friend-shaped?
You have to agree.
You calm down, bait.
After all, it has not eaten you.
I don't know exactly how to respond to this one. I didn't know there were certain shapes of friendship.
Friendship comes in all shapes and sizes.
Nonetheless, the night is now falling. You all make camp?
Yes.
Yep.
Perhaps we should search for some water.
Yes, everyone should make searches for water.
Yeah.
I was going to say anyone with low score should help the people with higher scores, but everyone's already rolled a 70. I could ask Undriel to help me.
She will gladly help you. So, Harmony manages to find 1 gallon. Nail also finds 2 gallons. And working together, Gurek and Undriel find 5 gallons. For a total of 8 gallons.
The professor doesn't find any.
Nope. Nor does Igrius.
He is the. Look at the. You parch.
Perhaps I've never been
Igrius the tired.
Out here survival of the fittest. Can't survive on your own survival, you're dead.
He's been talking like that for some time now. Don't mind him.
Everyone can make, if you split it up, everyone can make their con saves with advantage.
Oh yeah, sure. The professor didn't find any, just immediately assumes.
Harmony, you regain
I didn't
your
roll until
exhaustion.
after he said it.
Well, none of us agreed to.
Oh. Well.
No,
He's the
of
smartest
course
thing.
we are, but
You all managed to have at least enough water to survive. And we shall probably call it there for tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you know what actual jungle travel is like.